Today we're here in Holland, Michigan.
We are, and there's a windmill
behind us.
Right there. Dawn, are you ready?
I am ready. Let's do it.
Let's do this. We're here at Windmill Island and Garden since 1965. And I have never been here before, but always wanted to go. And today we're going to change that. And I think we're going to see a lot of wooden shoes today. I just have this feeling. So we paid $12 a person, $24, and we are here. And they're known for their gardens, especially during tulip season, which happens, I think, at the end of April, something like that. No tulips, but the gardens are still amazing.
Yeah, and the fragrance is just unreal.
Yeah,
I can smell them.
Of course, they have all the pollinators out. Look at that. Ah, yes, and it's 91 degrees here in Michigan. And I have never been to Holland, so I'm wondering if this is the way it is. But we're hoping to make it to Holland one of these days. They have an old organ house over there. We gotta go check that out. And then they have this little Dutch house right here in front of us. I like the little shutters on each side of the window. Oh, and the fragrance. Dawn, you're right. The fragrance is just...
It smells so good.
It does. Now, the other day we saw a caterpillar and he was eaten away. I wonder if there's another one in here. But, yeah, right there. So that was a monarch the other day, Dawn. That was a monarch caterpillar. So they have folks dressed up in Dutch garb. And they're walking around, and if you have any questions, they'll answer it for you. And the heat is on. I am so excited for this. It's just, wow. You always say this, why haven't we done this years ago?
Yeah.
And we didn't make it to Tulip Festival. I wasn't going to allow that to stop us from visiting today. And I'd say, even if it's not Tulip Festival, it's still a great time to come. Yeah, it's a great place to take photos. Well, we're going to go ahead and head into this first, they call it the post house. We're going to head in here, see what this is about, and then we'll kind of make our rounds. We found the office. And you got Frankenmuth, Lansing, Grand Rapids. Yeah, so we were up here in Ludington, and we worked our way down Grand Haven. We're here at Holland.
Our street organ was a gift to the city of Holland here in Michigan from the Netherlands, a thank you gift for what the American and Canadian soldiers did to help them during World War II. So when it came to America, they gave it this cart and a motor. But back in the Netherlands, it was strictly hand crank. And the hand crank's on the wall behind me. So it was the man with the big right arm that hand cranked all the music. Our books are made out of cardboard. They're each one song, and these are the musical notes. Okay?
That's cardboard?
It's made out of cardboard, yes.
Oh, wow.
So I'm going to lock the book into place up here. Underneath the book is the keys to the street organ. They're going to read all the holes or the notes in the book and send a message to the machine. Meanwhile, down here, this giant mouse trap is producing air. That's the bellows, okay? The air goes through all this rubber tubing that has been replaced several times, but they did have rubber tubing back in 1928. That's connected to well over 100 flutes and 2 drums. Okay? So, I'm going to play it again. Here we go.
What'd you think of that?
It was really neat to see that in full function and working.
It was, and they were really nice. They allowed us to come in and see the inner workings and play 2 songs, and it's a book.
Yeah, it's like a cardboard book. Really neat.
And it's that old. I could barely keep cardboard for a year more than, you know. And yet again, Michigan is an amazing state. And between Michigan and Tennessee, I mean, it's just, and there's even places I haven't explored, like this. Just, there's so much to do here. Look at this one here. It's like a spiky.
Those are pretty.
It is pretty. And there's a bridge. Oh my, Dawn.
I wonder if that one shakes.
Really?
Yeah. Let's find out.
Oh, we're gonna find out. Oh, well, Dawn, there's the windmill.
I know, I want to go to
Okay, well, let's go. Yeah, we're.
I want to go to that windmill.
Now, don't shake the bridge. You know, you've shaken bridges all over the country and the world.
It's me, but it's not. Look at the drawbridge. It's not a drawbridge, but it's got chains on it.
So there's probably some history to this. It's a drawbridge, Dawn. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a drawbridge. Right here.
Oh, wow.
It's a replica of one located in the Netherlands. I know
That is a drawbridge on.
I know I keep referring this to Holland. Technically, I mean the Netherlands. An open air museum. So this is a replica to one that's over in the Netherlands.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And bridges can be traced back to 1358. 1358. And there's lots of great photo opportunities.
That is a drawbridge. That is so cool.
It's a drawbridge.
I wonder if it goes up for boats.
Oh boy. And I bet you it moves.
We get to walk over the drawbridge.
Oh, it creaks. Dawn.
Ain't me.
It does move. Yeah, just like the canals that are in the Netherlands. Oh well, a fish just jumped out of the water over there.
Well, I'm super excited to be here. I can't get over that drawbridge.
Yeah, you just wanted to shake it on.
And the Oregon is amazing. And now the windmill. I love windmills. We're walking up to it.
Yeah, Dawn loves even the modern day ones. You like. We are. Look at that.
Super excited. The flowers in the water are pretty, the lotuses.
I think that they used to like grind, they used to mill things in there. That's really what it was, like breads and stuff. And, yeah.
Oh wow.
Just like the ones in the Smokies, but this one, the wind will turn the mechanism of water, right?
Yeah. And there it is, in all its glory. And here's a little information on it.
So right back in 1961, Castle Park Resort owner Carter P. Brown proposed an idea of creating a public park with an authentic Dutch windmill as a symbol of Holland's Dutch heritage. To do so, the city officials needed permission from the Dutch government which protects windmills as national monument. So you can't even really have one of these unless you get permission, right?
Yeah.
Willard C. Witchers, I think how you said that, Midwest Director for the Netherlands Information and Service, led to negotiations with the Dutch over a 3-year period. In June of 1964, he traveled to the Netherlands to find a suitable mill to finalize arrangements to buy and move it. In Winkel Nord, I hope I said that right, stood at the mill that he had built in 1884 using pieces from older mills named D. Zalon, I don't know how you say that, or the Swan. We'll just call it the Swan.
The Swan.
It had been damaged during World War II, and so this is an authentic Dutch windmill from the Netherlands.
This will be our first windmill we get to go in.
This will be our first Dutch windmill ever, right?
Well, first windmill of anything.
I don't think we've ever been in a windmill.
No.
But yeah, registered historic site from Michigan, and this is what we're dealing with. Look at that. So this is the focal point. This is the Grand Poobah. This is the Cinderella's castle of the Magic Kingdom. And wow, so it catches the wind and turns a mill, turns a millstone, which then in return gives us, you know, cornmeal or whatever they're grinding up, flour. And we get to tour it, and we get to go inside today. The Netherlands, a little bit of the Netherlands. So we saw a volcano this year. We saw more lighthouses, and castles last year. And now our first windmill. Five levels. It's kind of like walking lighthouses in a way. A little bit bigger. A lot bigger. So this is the packing floor. This is where they would pack the product.
Here's a stone.
Yeah, it kind of shows you how it's done. Yeah, so they take grain and they make flour. Make grits, so corn turns into grits and cornmeal.
This is the storage floor.
So this is where they stored things.
Yeah.
Level 4. Oh, we can actually step out and get a bird's eye view. Ooh, it feels cool out here.
Yeah.
Wow, there's the blade, right?
Yeah.
This thing is huge. You wouldn't want to be standing right here if this thing was spinning. Beautiful marshy lands surrounding it. And that's the tail. Or yeah, where they turn it to catch the wind, right? And this whole thing can spin around. So it can spin all the way around. So this area could be dangerous if it's spinning around. And let's get up to the top here. And watch your step. Starting to close in a little. So this here is where the millstone would be. The hopper, just like the ones in the Smokies, you know, the water driven.
And this is level 5.
And you can see, look at this great big wheel here.
Yeah.
And it's warm up here.
It's That's the biggest stone I've ever seen.
Yeah, old millstone. And this is as high as we can go. And all the wood carving that's in this whole place is made out of wood. I mean, pretty much everything is wood. I mean, look at the joints. They took this whole thing apart, piece by piece, and then put it on ship, send it over, and then reassemble it. And I am sweating, oh boy. So it's like 91 down here, but it's close to 100 up there. This is where they plant all the tulips. And you can get those wonderful photos of all the tulips and that in the background.
Looks like you could go driving around in it. Really neat.
There was an old man who lived in this shoe. He had, I don't know, he didn't know what to do. Had to get in the wooden shoe, right?
Yeah.
You have to get in the wooden, that's what you do. You get in the wooden shoe. Nothing like sitting in a shoe, a wooden one.
A wooden shoe.
This is an original piece of the old blade that was on this windmill from 1900s to March of 2000. This windmill was used as a lookout in the Netherlands during World War II. If you look closely, you'll even be able to find some bullet holes left over in the blades.
Is that it?
From that time's past.
And there's a bullet hole down below. Oh wow.
Oh yeah, there is bullet holes. It's probably, I would assume, the Germans, right?
Yep.
As they were. Yeah, and I heard that the Germans, when they would go through, they would take target practice at everything. Even the Great Pyramids. Yeah. There's targets. You know, they shot that. Yeah, they shot the Great Pyramids too. They like to shoot, don't they?
Yeah.
These are tulip chairs. Yeah. And we were just in Anchorage, which is 3,720 miles. Chicago is 149.4. Lake Michigan is 8. And Oma's house is just over the river and through the woods. And here comes some kayakers. I didn't know that you could kayak here. Just gotta duck under. So it's kind of like a little dam. They can flood or the area or whatever. And they have one of those little wheels where you can bring water up. We've done that before. And there's a miniature windmill over here. Kind of like you'd find in your yard. And take a look at this. Oh my goodness. So they call this the Little Swan. So this is the bride's room.
So you can have weddings here.
Yeah, this is private use only. And then over here is the Marken dwellings. Little Netherlands. Yeah, there's a glare in here, but it's Little Netherlands. Get the ship there. Yeah, you can see all the windmills off in the background there. I think we call everything a windmill, but technically a windmill is one who actually mills. And it's still full of water here. This is like a real, you see that?
It is?
Yeah, it's like real water.
Oh, wow. I know I see the water now that you say that. That's weird.
Yeah, this is a dollhouse. What a canal house would look like. This is the groom's room. And they have weddings here, and I'm assuming that's what that is over there. They're going to probably have a wedding here. Probably tomorrow, I'd assume. Right? Saturday is usually the day to have a wedding. Now, this is iconic. This is their iconic Netherlands style home with the intricate work up there. The shutters. Yeah, the Royal Orphanage. So this is actually a royal orphanage. And this is part of the Netherlands where it's from. (1613). Dawn, I wonder if they have windmill cookies.
They might.
I would assume. If there's no windmill cookies here, then there's going to be problems, right? Cheese tasting. Dutch, authentic Dutch mailbox. So technically, the folks from Netherlands are the Dutch, right? And Holland is just a small part of the Netherlands.
Yeah.
We got that all down pat now, right? And there are lots of different types of windmill cookies.
Dutch cookie minis.
Oh, they do. That is cool.
Yeah.
They have these little wooden tulips. Very cool.
We got the push-ups examples in the kits. With the toilet paper roll push-up.
Little candies from the Netherlands.
Butterscotch. I might get a bag.
You want to get a bag? You get a bag. I remember my grandmother having these. Ooh, raisin cake looks good.
Where is it at?
Right here. Look at that. Doesn't it look good?
I don't know how to eat it in the car.
I don't know. Almost looks like a fruit cake, but with the raisins.
What do you think of that?
I don't
I
know.
don't know. I guess it's a
Yeah, you have the mild Gouda. And there's the 18-month Gouda. They even have some 24-month over here. 24 months. 48 months. And I think we hit the pin overload here. Oh my goodness, I don't know which one I want to get. There's all kinds of them. Here's a little shoe. A little shoe. Here's one of the mill itself. You got the tulips, bikes. Dawn, look what I found.
Oh, you found windmills? Cool.
So we got this kind. I want to get the one with the windmill itself.
With the tulips? Oh,
Right?
yeah.
So I'll get one of these. It says Holland on it. I got one of the shoe.
Yeah, if you got room on the map.
Okay, well, here, we can take two of them then. We're going to get two pins because we can. I'm pretty sure my mom has one of these. That was my grandmother's. The kissing Dutch. And it is certified. So it's the real deal here. Here's some Christmas ornaments.
Oh, it's cute. It's a little crab.
And here's this one actually spins. They even have a nativity done in that Netherlands, that Holland glass. And wooden shoes. And a carousel from the Netherlands. It's children only. But it's pretty cool. Yeah. Yeah, and the tails are real hair. Horse hair probably, right? And you can see the different windmills up there. It is. So it's estimated to be between 50 and 60 years old. And this is where it had come from in the Netherlands. It was sold to the city of Holland for $5,000. Look at the pigs.
The one's sticking his tongue out.
They both are. Yeah.
That's funny. The one's got real glass eyes.
It was a beautiful trip. Beautiful time here. Well, hello, ladies. Right? I had a good time. This was a lot of fun. I learned a lot of things. And
display the flowers that are blooming now.
yeah, so these are the ones that are blooming now. So we have the daylily. We got a couple different Peruvian lily, butterfly weed. Well, Windmill Island is a great place. I highly recommend.
Yes.
If you're in Michigan, this is a must. If you live in the Chicago area, Indiana, Illinois, drive on up. Check this out. Definitely a great stop. And you can hit the beaches. You can do so much. It's even worth a drive from Tennessee. Just saying. Just saying. And there's a couple other things here in Holland. There's another place we're going to check out.
Yeah.
But this here is a true windmill. It mills still, or it could mill if it wanted to. And yeah. And the fragrance is just cool. You can also bring your dog too. That's another thing. If you're traveling with your dog, they allow that. So I don't know if there's a mission for Fido. Maybe. That was Windmill Island. What did you think, Dawn?
It was neat. I'm glad we got to experience it. Our first windmill.
Yeah. And Dawn got a bag full of
Goodies.
a refrigerator magnet, some pins for the map, all kinds of good stuff. No windmill cookies. We got those already. But they had different types I've never seen before.
Yeah, they had all kinds of different flavors.
They did. They did. But folks, that's going to do it for today here in Holland, Michigan. If you guys like this vlog,
Give it a thumbs up.
also if you haven't, please subscribe so you miss these upcoming road trip adventures. And until next time.
Thanks for watching.
Bye everyone.